Oh, hello. My name is Mehran Koohgilani. I am the program leader for our design master suites within the Faculty of Science and Technology, Department of Design and Engineering. Today I'll be talking to you about what we do within the department in the master's suite. I'm going to give you an overview of what the university has. To start with, we live in a global environment, so therefore we need to create students or graduates who will be able to survive in a global environment. And for that matter, all our students have the opportunity to work and study abroad. We have placement support. There is all manners of employability support within the university in terms of advice, in terms of how to basically even do your CV or interview techniques. We have various funding opportunities. There are for people to work and study abroad, and we also have the opportunities, as you can see on the screen, things for volunteering opportunities. There are what we call global bodies, in other words, other students who have gone through the system who will be basically holding your hand and leading you through the initial stages. So there is every opportunity for you to be able to be part of the global environment, and we hope that everybody can take part into this. Well, now to the actual department. As I said, I am from the Faculty of Science and Technology, which has about 3,000 students at the undergraduate and 120 in postgraduate and about 160 research students in various aspects of research. There are 6 departments in the faculty, and my department is Design and Engineering. As the name says, we have basically the 2 extremes, BA and BSc BEng. So our portfolio goes right across the whole spectrum of design and engineering. And that's mirrored in our master suite. As you can see, we do MA Industrial Design right at one end and the MSc Mechanical Engineering Design at the other.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
I hope you haven't missed anything. Our MSc Product Design and MSc Engineering Project Management are both sit in the middle because they straddle projects and activities which sit across the both creative side and engineering side. So we are a university. Our aim is education, research, and therefore we are governed. And we, just like everybody else, we like to deliver our tutorials, our lectures in a professional and measured way. So therefore, we have lectures, we have small seminars, we got group projects, we got tutorial systems. Depending on the course that you do, depending on the unit, there are different ways that you are assessed. There are either continuous assessment or there are examination or a combination of both. It really dependent on the unit. We run what they call peer-assisted learning systems, which is effectively, that means that there is always help. There's always somebody there who's been through the system before and who can give a hand or give guidance. We have a virtual learning environment which is called MyBU, which is effectively is the repository where you can actually get information that we put in there. We use that for announcements. We use that for putting your unit materials there. We use that for the timetable. That's is our connection to you and your connection to us. Besides the normal email, besides the face-to-face, that's where we put all the information. There are forums in there which basically we monitor, and there are many times that we see something is happening in the forum, and then that basically informs us, and then on a personal level, what I have done, I've seen students talking about a particular topic which leads to a project or to one of the units, and then what I have done, I've either run, and my colleagues have done the same, have run an extra session basically on that topic, or we've basically extended existing hour to cover what the students needed, because there are sometimes you see things, you hear things, you read things which they haven't told you. We have program leaders. Every course has got its program leader, and as I said right at the beginning, I am the program leader for the master suite, but I have run every other program within our entire portfolio, so I am well conversed with all the topics that we do within the design and engineering, and I've enjoyed learning all that and being involved with all of those. We have academic advisors, which means that effectively all our students get allocated an academic who basically looks after them, looks after their needs in terms of if they need mentoring, if they've got an issue with a particular topic, if they are finding it difficult to cope with an assessment, whatever it is that they need an academic to give them some guidance, they are there. And I'm lucky in the sense that I've got the largest load. I've got the entire master's cohort as my tutees, which means that I know every single one and I can deal with every problem on a one-to-one basis. And also we got Grow at BU, which is effectively, you could think of them as academic advisors, but personal advisors, because they are effectively ex-students who have just graduated in the last year or so. So therefore they've been through the system, so therefore they know what, on a personal level, what goes through a student's mind in the early days of joining university, being away from family, being away in a totally alien environment, being away from their country. So therefore these grad BU advisors can actually be a port of call, a safe haven for these guys to actually get together and have a chat, have an off time together. And us as academics, we basically encourage that. In fact, if we notice that there is a student who would benefit from that situation, talking to these guys, we encourage them. We actually introduce them. We tell them if the student does not know about it, which they should, because they are given all the information, but just in case, and even if it is left their mind, we'll talk to them and say, oh, have you spoken to Nikki, for example, in the grad BU, who will basically will be able to actually talk to you on a non-academic level, so because she or he is from the same background as you. Also, being a university, we need to do research, and we do. We do research, and we live by the university's motto or mission statement of fusion, which is combining education, research, and professional practice together. In this case, our research we rarely do blue sky research. All our research is applied, and they are always informing our courses, informing our teaching, informing what software we use, informing what topic we teach, informing how deep we go into a particular topic because of what we know, what industry wants, what should be taught at what level. And the project, I mean, the classic example of projects that we've done are with B&Q, with Anglepoise, Airbus, BAE System, Tank Museum, Gellert, Wistion, and the list grows and grows, and we are constantly looking for more and more and more projects. In fact, we approach companies, and we also talk to students who've come back from placement and ask them, is there something that you want us to do? Yeah, or is there something that your company is interested? So we're always looking for a way in to expand our portfolio, to make our reach longer and wider. We are at BU, especially within our department, all our courses are accredited. In other words, they comply with professional institutions. Two major institutions accredit our courses at both undergraduate and postgraduate. One Institute of Engineering Designers and one Institute of Mechanical Engineers, which are highly respected and globally recognized. Because in order to become a chartered engineer from an IEng accredited course, which is an incorporated engineer, we need to make sure that our courses are all mapped to the Engineering Council, and that's done in conjunction with the professional bodies. Now, to the real part of the main part of the presentation, which is our postgraduate course portfolio. Now, we run 4 main MSc courses. Well, 3 MSc, 1 MA, 4 postgraduate courses. Key fact 1, all our courses start in September. I know some courses can start in January, but ours all start in September, and every single one of our postgraduate courses, just like on our undergraduate course, are able to take a work placement. Our first and one of our most popular MSc course is MSc Engineering Project Management. Now, this is different from the standard project management because effectively it's tailored to the engineering environment. It's, for that matter, it's designed to give you that understanding and knowledge which is to do with the engineering profession, and you need to have that ability to use the tools which are used for project management. The core units, as you can see on the screen, are project management, knowledge transfer, design management, competitive product design, product development, business innovation and enterprise, research method, and of course, the common one to every master program anywhere in the country, the individual master projects. Each one of those units is designed so that it gives you the tools, the knowledge that you need to conduct a project, manage as the, oversee the project as the manager. Now, some you will see later on that some units are common, and I will make a summation of why they are common at the end. But the bear in mind that, for example, the business innovation enterprise is meant to give you, as the title says, an understanding of the financial implication of the choices that are made, both in terms of the material, both in terms of the knowledge that basically is incorporated. Yeah. Now, the next one is MSc Product Design. Now, MSc Product Design is built upon our current undergraduate and very popular product design course. Now, our BA, BSc Product Design and the new MDes Product Design is the blueprint which every product design course in the country is basically mapped on. So therefore, we have a real pedigree and footholding within that environment. However, when it comes to the MSc, that becomes so important that one of the prerequisites for the MSc is an undergraduate in product design. You can actually do the engineering project management from any engineering background. If you have your initial degrees in any discipline of engineering, you can join our MSc Engineering Project Management. But MSc Product Design, because the fact that you need to have the knowledge of product design before you come onto the course, because we don't do any product design as in how to design, what are the material selection, what are the manufacturing techniques, and all the elements which goes into making a product at MSc. Therefore, that knowledge needs to be with you, and the only way that knowledge is with you is if you do a degree in product design. Now, the course is designed to give you the knowledge to lead, to be able to actually be in a position to lead projects with full commercial knowledge, with an ability to see the global perspectives, to an ability to see what are the things which are happening now and could happen in future. That's why we have things like material optimization for sustainability, because as you can envisage, as you probably have seen in the news, hopefully you've seen, with the ice cap melting, with the permafrost disappearing, and the pollution, the ozone hole, all these. So therefore, we need to think about how can you make a product ready for it to be viable for future. Therefore, all the units are geared towards making you able to actually apply your previous knowledge of product design at a much higher level to a global audience. Now we're going the extreme. This is the MSc Mechanical Engineering Design. This is a very important course in the sense that it's meant to give engineers who have got an IEng accreditation the academic requirements for their CEng, Chartered Engineer. This is very important if you are from a UK university and you want to get your CEng. A CEng, a Chartered Engineer, is very, very, very important. And most engineers, they want to be able to actually apply for Chartered Engineership with an institution, with a professional institutions such as IMechE, such as IEEE, such as IED, such as IET, within 5 to 7 years of their graduating from their undergraduate. So therefore, in order to be able to do that, they also need an academic part, and the academic part is this. So the MSc Mechanical Engineering Design is tailored to give these students that tool, that ability. It also helps people who are actually want to basically make their mechanical engineering degree into a more focused, more analytical masters. For that matter, again, as you can see, the units on these are a lot more technical than the units on the previous two masters. In fact, you can see that EPM and this has business innovation enterprise in common, which should tell you that we expect even the most technical engineers to have an understanding of the cost implications. Because effectively, as part of a charter engineer, requirement is that you need to have an understanding of management. You need to have understanding of the economy of design, economy of engineering. Therefore, business innovation enterprise must be here. But you can, as you can see, design simulation, material failure prevention, and structural integrity are highly engineering, highly number crunching, numbers driven units, which are designed to make you a more analytical engineer. Again, you can see that we have research method here again, and I'll discuss about that once I've done the next masters. Our last master course is our RT1, or our most creative master's program, MA Industrial Design. Again, ideal candidate for this would be somebody who's come from an industrial design background, because this course is meant to get you ready for the creative industries. It needs to get you to be able to actually use your creativity in a strategic and inspired fashion in order to be able to actually affect, influence the next generation of industrial designers, the next generation of creative designers. Again, as you can see, the units are designed to give you that ability. The business innovation enterprise is there because it costs to make things. There is money involved, so therefore that unit again is there. But you can see that materials optimization for sustainability is there because again, design is about somebody at some point has to make it. So therefore, and you are going to dealing with the future problems, with the sustainability issues in a creative fashion. So therefore, you need to know what goes on to be able to deal with it in a creative fashion. But the design interaction and design aesthetics, these are meant to give you that tool to be able to actually deal, interact, make it look the way it should, so that the look of it will tell you what it needs to do. And from that look, you know how to interact with it. It's that simple. Now, you see, again, we have research methods. The reason why research method is common to all of them is because effectively all our masters are theoretical. There is no practical at all involved. It's all based on theory, and therefore you need to be able to actually get that information, be able to actually write about that information, put that information in a particular way which gives the reader the right understanding of what's needs to be done or what needs to be ascertained. So therefore, research method is the unit which basically gives you that ability, and that's also the precursor to your final year project, because as part of the research method, you will write your proposal of what you're going to do for your master's program, for your master's project, and in that you give the methodology, that how are you going to do it, what is your research question, what is it that you are hoping to achieve. And there are several ways of achieving that goal, and research method will put those in perspective for you, so you can actually get a full understanding of how to do things. Now, I said that we do placement, and yes, we do placement both nationally and internationally. We have dedicated employability coordinator. In other words, we have placement advisors whose job is purely making sure that the company is correct. In other words, the job description that they have given, that what you're going to be doing for that placement period with them is valid, the company is valid. You get a visitor, you are told how to basically, or you are given advice of how to write a CV, how to write the covering letter, how to conduct yourself for the interview. And when you are there, you get a placement visitor who comes there and make sure that you're actually being treated fairly and you are doing what the placement company initially said that they were going to do during. And also you need, as part of that placement, you will keep a logbook, you will keep a placement, a project book, which basically you say what you've been doing, the projects that you've been doing, and you log your activities, and that gets signed off by your project manager at the company, which basically is very, 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 very important, because that increases your employment opportunities enormously. We have, as I said right at the beginning, research activities, and our research teams are based around medical instrumentation and prosthetics, corrosion simulation and modeling, dynamic simulation and modeling, nanotechnology, project management itself, manufacturing and quality control, sustainability and green economy. I mean, I've given you themes. Within each one of those, I've got colleagues, including myself, who is active in various parts of this. I mean, within prosthetics, we have done work with the Paralympics. We are looking at the MOD. Within the corrosion, we are looking at the tank museum and restoration of the historic army vehicles, and so on. Industrial opportunities, the word is oyster. Our courses are designed so that it can actually lead to any of these areas. I mean, you can go into aerospace, you can go into automotive, whether it's Formula One or whether Vauxhall, or whether it's Ford, or whether it's Mercedes or Jaguar, really, it's up to you. There is no limitation. Our courses are designed to basically give you that opportunity, and we have got graduates in every arena of these courses, in these activities. Bournemouth is, I would say this because I live in Bournemouth, and you can't beat it. It is beautiful, seaside, good nightlife, beautiful surroundings. You got the New Forest on one side, and you got the town center on the other side. You've got everything you want here. And it's one of the safest areas in UK. Now, what I would say that here's a lot of information that you should be able to get information from. I mean, we have various websites where you can get information from everything from how to apply, where to apply, the course information, scholarship, fees and funding, and anything else. I mean, in fact, Ask BU, as the name says, ask us, and we will do our best to answer.